Miss Walker? Miss Walker? Ah, there you are.
Anything wrong, Frau Wagner?
I found these for you. They might help you find that Müller shop you asked about.
Thank you, Frau Wagner. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome, dear. I'll be at the reception desk if you need anything else.
Right. Guess I'd better start looking for shops called Müller that are likely to sell art supplies. It's very calm here. Still haven't bumped into any guests since I arrived yesterday, and that suits me fine. It's very calm here. Still haven't bumped into any guests since I arrived yesterday, and that suits me fine. I get the impression I've seen that before someplace. Hans. According to this flyer, he came to Wagen during one of his trips. I hope it'll be just as calm when I get back. Wouldn't mind some alone time by the fire. Hope it still works. I hope it'll be just as calm when I get back. Wouldn't mind some alone time by the fire.
I think that's Frau Wagner's room. Wagen is surrounded by the Alps. Switzerland is right on the other side. That's Germany over there. I wonder how far Barockstadt University is from here. I understand why Wagners call their town the heart of Europe. It's literally in the center of it.
That's not my room. Better not go in. strange to be here in Vaughan. After months of roaming from east to west on a motorbike, after taking odd jobs here and there to build up a little nest egg to finance this trip, and to be able to stay in this guest house for a time. Lucky Frau Wagner let me in despite my appearance when I arrived, with my meager means. The days when Marson and Lormet paid for my travel expenses seems far away now. It's like they were someone else's memories, fading away with passing time. Guess I've changed. Since the death of Mom and Katyusha, pursuing my hypothetical double on the painting turned out to be too tempting. Comforting, even. In any case, I promised Katyusha I would find her. Katyusha's punk group. Would love to have seen them.
I'll find her, Katyusha, just like I promised. And we'll find out who she is, or was. The meager amount I've managed to save since I escaped from the mine.
That's for the painting. Now all I have to do is find out the address of the shop I need to take it to. I can use the phone book and that map that Frau Wagner left in the living room for that. Katyusha's punk group. Would love to have seen them. Nice. It seems like a lifetime since I enjoyed some good old-fashioned comfort. Room might not be as cozy as a you-call yurt, but it's sure more spacious.
I think that's Frau Wagner's room. There must be 3 years worth of emails I haven't read here.
Better do some cleaning up.
Ah, that's better.
I wish you could be here with me now, Katyusha. We would have found the shop together. Oh my God, Mom was buried months ago. Too many results to trawl through with a computer. Better off using the documents Frau Wagner brought me first.
Oh, hi, dear. So, Miss Walker, were the documents of any help to you?
To tell you the truth, I haven't had time to look at them yet. But thank you so much for digging them out for me. I'm sure they'll be a great help.
Good. Let me know if there's anything else I can help you with.
My, quest here is closely linked to the region of Vagan. Could you tell me a little bit about its history?
I'd be glad to.
I found out about the woman I'm looking for thanks to a painting that must have been pillaged by the Brown Shadow during World War II.
Doesn't surprise me. Vagan, and by extension all of Ostertal, was annexed and occupied by the fascists just before the war. They sacked, stole, and pillaged everything they could, just like they did in the rest of occupied Europe.
The woman I'm looking for must have been about 18 in 1937. Was this an important date in the history of Vagan?
Not that I know of, no. But I'm not much of a historian, and I wasn't even born then. All I know is that the Troubles came the following years, with the Second World War. So that year must have been a boom year for fascist ideology, when the Brown Shadow was still just another party vying for power by preaching hate.
I have a few questions about Vagan.
Good, because if you'd asked me about the latest scientific discovery, I'd have to say pass. But if it's about Vagan, then you've come to the right person, my dear.
To be honest, I haven't had much time to find out about Vagan and the surrounding area. What is it I should know?
For one, Vagan is very old, renowned for its charm and culture. As for the surrounding area, it attracts mountain lovers mostly, it being so near to the Swiss Alps, of course. The banks of the Dombra, the longest river in the country, are the delight of summer vacationers.
What can you tell me about the district?
Well, it's one of the oldest districts in Vagan, traditionally working class. Myself and a few of the other relics who live here do try to keep it from modernization and mass tourism as best as we can. Other districts haven't been so careful, and the locals have been forced to leave their district because of rising rent prices.
Do you mind if I ask you a few questions about your guest house, Frau Wagner?
Oh, I'd be delighted. What would you like to know?
Things seem to be quiet today.
Oh, there's never many guests at this time of year.
Actually, is she a guest too?
Oh, yes. She arrived earlier. An elderly English lady. A former military officer, if I understood correctly. They say she's come on some rather unpleasant business. A burial, from what I can gather. Yes, Miss Walker. And she hasn't let go of the telephone since she got here.
I'd love to know more about you, Frau Wagner.
Oh, there's not much to tell, really. At least nothing that would change the course of history.
But I'm sure you've had an eventful life, haven't you?
Well, I was born just after the war in Wagen, and I've never left. I opened this place and ran it with my husband until he died a few years ago.
I'm sorry to hear that.
You see, nothing to write home about. Then again, we were never ones for excitement, really. But we were happy, my husband and I.
The room's just perfect. Thank you so much.
There's no need to thank me, Miss Walker. It's my job to make sure my guests are comfortable. And it's not every day we get a young American lady on a motorbike in the middle of the night looking for a mysterious shop. It makes me feel like I'm in a detective novel.
Nothing else comes to mind for the moment. Thank you for your time.
Well, feel free to come back and ask if you have any more questions.
There's no point drumming on the blasted door. I'm on the telephone. If you don't mind, I'm in the middle of a call.
Can't you see that the telephone is taken? Wait your turn, won't you?
Yes, I arrived safe and sound. I hope to proceed with the identification as soon as they have extracted them out. What? Can't I hang up now? All right, I'll wait. But please, try to be as quick as possible. It's a dreadful business, if you ask me.
Miss Walker, really? I must protest, that is no way to behave. I'm sorry, but I really can't have you eavesdropping in my establishment.
I'm sorry, but it's not what it seems.
With all due respect to my other guests, it is nice to have someone young for a change.
I can't leave without first locating the shop. I need to use the map and phone book Frau Wagner left in the living room.
The meager amount I've managed to save since I escaped from the mine.
It's very calm here. Still haven't bumped into any guests since I arrived yesterday. And that suits me fine. I get the impression I've seen that before someplace.
I should take a look at that phone book Frau Wagner left me on the lounge table. Maybe it could help me find Müller shops that are likely to have sold the painting case. One of my choices feels off. I nailed it for 2 of my choices, I think. I just need to change the wrong one.
These 3 make up a good basis to work from. Let's see if I can rule out a couple using the map. The antique shop from the phone book is located in this district. Looks like it's full of similar stores. The district seems like it's changed a lot since when the phone book came out. Looks like the pawnbroker I found is no longer in business. No doubt about it. This antique shop is probably my best shot. Better hang on to the address. I really ought to go and show the painting to the antique dealer now. Maybe Frau Wagner can tell me how to get there.
Have a nice day, Miss Walker.
Pity Wagen is practically all pedestrian. After all those months on the road, I've gotten kind of fond of that old bike. This district is just so beautiful.
What the Thor uncovered up in the mountain?
At Devil's Pass, you mean? I did hear something of things before coming out. What's the latest, then?
They reckon they've found remains dating back to World War II, when Alpine resistance networks led refugees across into Switzerland. Nasty times were those.
Yes, not the best times in our history, were they?